About a week ago, Waseem sent me a DM that said, to which I responded, what followed was one of the best underdog come-from-behind stories I've ever been a part of. Now let's just get this out of the way right now. I was a total noob, and both my teammates have been playing for a couple months. And one of my teammates you might even be familiar with. Now, he's been playing T3 Arena since it came out a couple months ago. My goal, however, was just to get to a level where I could contribute to the team and basically not hold us back. And to be frank, I had my work cut out for me. Now, since I hadn't played it yet, I went on over to TapTap and downloaded it, but don't worry, I made it easy for you. There's a link in the description courtesy of our partner, TapTap. Confirm the pop-ups to install it, which is totally fine to do, and then I was ready to play. It's that easy, so go check it out. Well, after you watch what's about to happen. So I started grinding, trying out all the different characters in the game, getting in matches, and of course, buying some skins in the shop. I mean, okay, the skins weren't really needed, but hey, you gotta look the part, right? Finally, I started getting the hang of things. I was busting off some big games, getting some massive kill streaks, and I thought that I was ready for the big tournament. We were playing against some other really big names like Kairos, OJ, Cori, Winsanity, Tag, as well as pros like T3 God, but we were ready. Or so we thought.
I didn't even look, to be honest.
Dude, it literally crashed. I don't know.
Rodeo was having serious device issues. His tablet, which I'm pretty sure was just an Etch-a-Sketch in disguise, would crash every single time he went into the game. Dude, this is 2-on-3! 2 versus 3!
I think there's missing a player, too. I think one of their players backed out.
So it was just me and Waseem going 2v3 without our very best player. Now, despite that, we put up a fight, pushing the game to the very end, but we did lose.
Bro, the game needed to nerf us because they knew we were too good.
That's okay. We still got time. We can recover. Now, the second game came along and...
It crashed again! I'm gonna cry!
His prehistoric tablet just flat out wasn't cutting it. So again, 2v3. And once again, we made a match of it, but came up short.
I will say that was still 2v3, but like, no one has to know that, you know?
Rodeo kept trying different workarounds, but nothing was working.
We stacked together and I crashed. I give up.
We had no more time because our second match was up, and on the other side was Kairos, T3 God, and Bobby, who T3 God was the other pro player in this tournament. Now, these next two matches went about the same as the first two did. I mean, you think that they would have had a little mercy on us when they realized it was a 2v3, but no. No quarter was given.
Do I give him the chance? Do I go and just stand in the corner?
No mercy. No mercy.
No mercy?
Okay, we'll remember that, Kairos. Now, with 2 of the 3 matches down in the round robin to determine our seeding, we had 2 straight losses. And at this point, I suggested Rodeo just stop trying with his ancient tablet and try his old iPhone 7. I mean, it was a last-ditch option, but had to try something. And while he worked on that, we had to go ahead and press on and face off against OJ's team in the last round robin match. Now, I'm not saying that Waseem and I are gods and OJ is trash, but I'm just saying Waseem and his months of experience paid off.
I got you. Snipe. I got him. 88%.
Yes!
Let's get it.
Please.
Let's get it, boys.
Let's go.
2v3, we get that. We picked up a win, 2v3. Our second game of this matchup was much more tough, but once again, Waseem went complete sicko mode, and I did just enough to not make us lose.
Waseem got me.
1
second left. We just beat him. 2v3.
Now, we ended up winning this match, even 2v3, and this was crucial because that meant we secured the number 3 seed and didn't have to face off against T3 God, Kairos, and Bobby, who everybody thought was the very best team in the tournament, or at least before the bracket play started. Now, in this first round of bracket play, there was OJ's team versus Kairos' team. Now, remember, Kairos' team has T3 God, the other pro player in this tournament, so it shouldn't be a big surprise that OJ, despite a valiant effort, lost. That meant that they would move into the grand finals to face off against the winner of Waseem and I's team versus Cori and Winsanity's team. And this is where it all turns around because Rodeo was finally able to load his game on his old iPhone. I mean, it was rough because his screen was so tiny. He was used to playing on an iPad and he was having a hard time. But hey, half-strength Rodeo is better than a bot that kept feeding the other team. And then to even make things better, the true hero of the night came in. Rodeo's mom.
Using my mom's phone.
You heard me right. Rodeo's mom let him use her brand new iPhone for a bigger screen, and it was on. Now, this was a rematch of our very first matchup of the night. Cori, Winsanity, and Surtag. Now, it was pretty clear that Win and Cori had been playing for a while because they were really good, but now we had a full team. We could use the comps that we actually spent hours practicing. On Crystal Assault here, Waseem would use Aletta and go Speed Demon down the left-hand side. Me and Rodeo would play defense and help out on the Crystal when we could, and honestly, it worked to perfection. They flat out could not handle Aletta's fast movement speed, and we held them off on our Crystal and picked up our first win.
No shot, Waseem. What?
I can't find the crystal. I'm not gonna fib.
How does he move that fast? What is that hero?
Mark in right now. Mark in right now.
The spawn timing down and everything moving at the perfect time when Sanity
Did
unable
it?
to
Finish it,
Yeah,
boys! It's absolute domination. It's absolute domination, boys. Come on.
But it wasn't over yet in this best of 3 because the next map we were playing was Control, which is a hardpoint style game mode. The comp we were using was another one that we practiced a lot. It was 2 tanks with big shields and 1 long-range DPS. I was playing the thickest hero in the game, which is Jabali. One of his abilities is where he puts up massive shields where he can withstand a ton of damage. Now, Jabali has 2 ultimates. The one that I was using was his second one, which reflects damage back onto the attacker because this forces the enemy to basically stop shooting you. And if they don't, they can kill themselves very quickly. Now, I figured that they wouldn't understand that and I could exploit this, and I did.
We're winning though. They're gonna go in right now, yeah. We gotta catch up.
Oh my god, I got melted.
Waseem and I quickly retook control, and from there, we locked it down. Kill after kill. We asserted dominance, and with those big shields and teamwork, we won out once again.
Nice. Oh!
Let's go, boys!
That's what I call
That's
domination.
it.
We're in the finals, boys. We're in the finals.
Another celebration ensued, and with this win, it put us into the finals against Kairos and T3 God. Now, going into the finals, they still thought that this was going to be a cakewalk.
We are ready for game 1. Let's do it. It's going to be a slaughter fest.
But what they didn't know is that we'd been practicing these comps for a few days. We knew it was going to be a tough matchup, but we were confident that if we played like we practiced, we'd do just fine. So now was the grand finals with a $10,000 prize pool on the line. Game 1 was Control, but on a different map. We knew exactly what we had to do here. We ran up top and dropped down on the point, and the battle was on.
Yeah, drop.
Cause on, let's get him.
Yeah, he's focusing me. Yeah,
He's half out.
T3's one shot.
Waseem able to stay alive, this time playing Ruby to secure the point.
Get off me, baby! I'm a gentleman now!
With our 2 big shield tanks holding down the point, we captured it without much issue, and now all we had to do was hold on to it. Flat out, they could not approach us, and if they did, we had Rodeo up top completely obliterating them.
Kairos, buddy boy!
Coming back in,
Kairos!
I'm shielding up.
Nice. Shielding up as well. Shoot him. Dead, Bobby. He's up, he's in the air. He's dead!
With the first game over and the first map in the books, we utterly dominated them. Honestly, it wasn't even close. A slaughter, Kairos? Yeah, it was.
Just because we have our first loss does not mean that our spirits are crushed. We are going to hit this hard. We're going to get that championship.
Just 2 more wins, and we would be taking home that $6,000 for first place. Next up, Payload Race. This was another one that we honestly had practiced like crazy. We had the strat down, but a good plan is pretty much nothing if you can't execute it, and T3 God was playing his best hero in Hualing. She's a long-range sniper with a bow that does absolutely insane damage that will obliterate you in 1 shot if he lands them, and land those shots he did.
Here, Lex, get on our payload and put your shield up.
He knew, bro. He predicted.
Okay, now it's fine, yeah. Lex, yeah, try to get that's fine.
Dude, I couldn't get it. She was up top. Now, my job here was to stall their cart while our teammates pushed ours, which led to one of the most intense exchanges for the entire tournament. Kairos versus Lex 1v1.
Okay, just hide behind the thing, don't let him one-shot you.
Okay, he's half.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna let him one-shot me. I'll literally just aim that way.
Just holding back here. Dude, I'm just contesting.
Yeah, I'm trying to flex out.
That's why I reach all those heroes. You can't one-shot me.
Yeah, stay with her if you can.
Keep shooting me, KT! Keep shooting me and
Oh
die!
my gosh, I can't believe I couldn't take him out. That was so intense.
Lex versus Kairos, and Lex is victorious.
That 1v1 was the nail in the coffin for Kairos' team, and after taking him out, our cart was so far ahead that I fell back to push ours, and once again, another win in the books.
And that's a second victory, baby.
Right now, boys!
One more game and we win the $10,000 tournament.
Now, we only needed one more win to secure the entire championship, but it couldn't be this easy, right? Yeah, it wasn't. The next mode was Clash, which is a hardcore match where if you die, you don't respawn. In this mode, well, we only practiced it like once or twice. I didn't know the maps or the mode, and to be frank, it showed. He's real close.
Yep.
Why am I auto?
Got him with his
Oh,
ult.
yep, they got me. That was
Nice.
Lex. He flanked us.
All right, T3's on you. Yes.
Nice. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, he's right here. Aletta. I'm better. You don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're going.
Now, we did take them to round 5, but to be fair, it was all Waseem and Rodeo carrying the weight because I had no clue what I was doing or what heroes to play. In the final set of this one, Kairos and company finally picked up their first win against us.
Get him.
Yes! Let's go! Let's do it! Oh, okay.
All right, one loss, but that's okay. It's still match point and onto a game mode that we had practiced, Team Deathmatch. This game mode is simple. The first team to get 20 kills wins the game.
Get what's that? Bobby.
Bobby.
Got him.
Nice. Still behind you, Lex.
I got 2 of them. Or I got 1. In this one, we were ahead for most of the match, getting some nice eliminations and holding the basement of this map. It was going great. Until it wasn't, because they pulled ahead with almost no time to spare and then just ran back to their spawn where we didn't have enough time to get to them.
Fall back all the way to spawn.
I'm dead.
They're probably running away to their spawn. They are.
They are.
Turn around, throw a shield.
Yep.
Shoot. Nice.
They're all here. They're all here. No.
Dude! Yes! Oh my god!
Now, I swear to you, this wasn't scripted, but it all came down to one final match in Crystal Assault. If we win, we take home $6,000 as a team. That's $2,000 per person. And to be honest, I wanted that money because I kind of needed the money. This was a map that we knew. We had practiced this match just the night before, so now it was time to execute. Waseem started off pretty shaky with a quick death, but Rodeo was up top playing some fierce defense. Much like the last Crystal Assault, the idea was to have Waseem just keep bombarding them over and over again with his speed. While he was doing this, we would chip in where we could and play some defense, and it was working to perfection.
So far, Waseem doing numbers on the base early. The question is, will it come back to bite him?
Once again, they couldn't handle the dashes from Aletta. She's incredibly quick and really hard to track. She doesn't do a ton of damage, but it's relentless. Kairos is basically spinning in circles trying to track Waseem, but we kept pounding on them over and over, never giving them a chance to counterattack.
He is dodging like nothing.
Wait, oh my gosh.
Now, in this mode, when the time starts running down, the damage multiplier ramps up on the crystal so you can deal a crazy amount of damage on the crystal near the end of the match. It was then we had a couple deaths that coincided with triple damage, and Kairos and crew, they seized the moment.
Lex is dead.
Let's go.
Rodeo was going to seize this moment to try to take out theirs in time, but he got sniped by T3 God in that insane Hualing.
I got him. We're good. Keep going.
The damage was pouring in. It was all about to be over, but we kept fighting, and we were able to just wipe them just barely in time. With the other team down, now was our moment. We had to rush their crystal right now.
Goes from spawn, and here it is, 1v3.
Let's get it! Let's get this! Get the dog right there! Let's go! What
I
up?
can't believe we won the entire thing.
No!
What a game, dude.
Oh, that was so close! Wow, what a game!
Let us adventure our champions of the Tap All-Stars tournament. Incredible.
What started out as a disaster, getting just completely trounced by everyone, ended up in sweet victory. So in the end, I took home a couple $1,000s from winning, but most of all, I had a ton of fun. I highly encourage you all to go download T3 Arena via TapTap in the link in the description below. It's one of the best new games that I've played in a long time.